I, Babu Mage, and Miley B fan. Interesting.
Miley B fan. Is that boyfriend?
Oh, maybe it's
Or no,
Miley Cyrus.
wife?
Oh, B, it's fan.
Oh, it's fan. I thought it was. Oh, this is awkward now.
So who's Miley B? Is that Miley Cyrus or is that a different
I have
Miley?
Miley Cyrus doesn't start with a B.
Yeah, but what is maybe B starts for something else like best fan, like Miley best fan?
Let's just let him decide.
Maybe we'll get to interview him. Maybe he'll win all the way through. The sap goes out onto Valai, and it looks like they want to set up onto Babu Mage. The Garrote goes out onto him into the full cycle. No, they want Valai. Kidney shot onto Valai. DR Poly onto Miley. They're getting a lot done with this. The triple DR kidney shot into a Garrote onto Valai. Valai just can't play his character right now. Execution sentence wings coming out. It's going to top off Valai, but for how long? There's the offensive clone onto Valai as well. Here's the bomb coming out from Waz. Looks like it's not getting much done here, though. The Hodge goes out onto Waz, the double fear onto Raikou into Talby2. Now this Holy Pally God Comp wants to get offensive onto Raikou. The silence onto Talby2. Raikou dipping down to about 50% health here. The full Polymorph on the Waz. The nice cross CC coming out, but that bash is going to go out. Now Valai taking some damage once again. The kidney shot onto him. Miley in that full blind, and the full cyclone goes out into Babu. Villy's all by himself in the Bubbles Force and the Bob Force as well.
Yeah, they're trying to hold on to the disperse. They're going to escape with it for now. But Valet gets cloned up low here at 40%. They need to rotate it over. He gets cloned again. Talby looks like he's not in a position to switch it over, though. And Miley's still not in line of sight, though. And Valet's in trouble at 30%. Hodge onto Waz, trying to turn it around onto Raikou. But he's just going to go down. Too much pressure for him to handle. But he didn't disperse.
He did not disperse. So
One
that
of those
was
things he did.
a drastic mistake. Some solid commentary coming out from you right now. So it looks like that is going to be a no disperse kill coming out from 2.5 men. But man, that control and offensive pressure on that opener was ridiculous. Miley at the end there, not in any CC, but it's just so much damage coming in hot from this RMD. Man, this is just the best of 3 series, guys. So losses like that are very, very difficult to deal with. Now they have to win 2 in a row to continue on in this winner's bracket.
It looked a lot different than what we saw on the U.S. tournament last week. It was last week, where the Pally God Comp was just walking over the RMD.
Yeah, it's true, huh? But I mean, like, that opener was so good coming out from this RMD. This RMD just getting those cross CC, the offensive clone and everything, just like getting everything they possibly can out of this Holy Pally God Comp, and really just that opener, I think, just like kind of spelt out that game for them. But who knows what could have happened if they rotated their defensive cooldowns, got that disperse going. They could have brought it back. But this next map, guys, it's going to be on Dalaran Sewers. So see you in there. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dalaran Sewers, and this is a
How often do you get to welcome people to sewers?
welcome. Please enjoy your stay in this gross sewers. Every now and then, a giant waterfall of sewer water just falls all over you. It's gonna be great.
Exactly. You should say welcome to Dalaran Sewers.
This is a best of 3 series, guys. We have 2 Germans and a Dane going up against 2.5 men. 2.5 men is up 1 round to 2 Germans and a Dane. The team that gets to 2 wins is going to advance here, so 2 Germans and a Dane have some work to do. Holy Pally God Comp versus RMD, and the gates have opened.
The gates have opened. The waterfall isn't here yet, though. Not a downpour here in the sewers just yet. Those are coming out from Baba. Unfortunately, they weren't able to pull them out with the Mind Seer in Invis. Let's see if they can do it on Dalaran, a much smaller map. The Mind Seer coming out onto Baba as he goes into the Invis. Wasp pushing out to try and get a sap here. Lands onto Valet. But I believe they're in combat. They're not going to be able to switch it over. Raikou trying to find a target to Polymorph now. Stemming the spell steal. Defreeze onto Miley. He did sacrifice before it. I think it's got spell stolen off. Full Poly's going to land. Shadow Reflection onto Valet. But Talby's rung. Fear onto Waz. Hodge onto Waz now. Raikou getting set up. They're going to tee off onto him with the Horrify now. Silence onto Talby. Mind Flay's coming in with full dots. He's just getting globaled right now. He's going to block at 19%. And this game is complete opposite of last.
What the heck? Raikou forced the block already. This is crazy. This Holy Pally God Comp, they want to get in here. Raikou's still in a bit of trouble at 50% health here. Talbitu's having some trouble picking him up. Hand of Sacrifice goes out onto Vele. Once again, here's the kidney shot. They got to get that Hand of Sacrifice off, and they want any polys on Miley, looks like. But Vele is going to be completely fine as he fears up Waz and gets him off of him. Full Hodge onto Waz. A half Polymorph onto Talbitu. Raikou could be in a little bit of trouble here, but the full Polymorph goes out onto Babo, and he's just going to... Wow. I'm not even really sure all that's happening right here, but it looks like Waz is going to be the kill target for this Holy Pally Godcom team. But Miley B-Fan actually just get locked out of that Holy Light. He goes into that deep freeze, and Vele's in some trouble here. He got a big heal of that execution sentence coming out from Waz, but that was killing spree on top of it. He's getting chunked down out of it. The double fear on the Talbitu and a Raikou. Raikou now in that Horrify. They want to get offensive. The full ring goes out onto Raikou. The full Hodge onto Waz. The cross CC is crazy, but can they do damage? Raikou now taking so much damage. A second block being forced already.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. They MD the block off once again. Talby had to trinket, gets the NS off. Now the kidney onto Vele. It did get bopped right before the poly landed, so he's going to be fine. Now trying to put the pressure onto Raikou. They need to kill him in this 2-minute window where he has no block. Raikou's going to pull back, though, with Talby. Waz playing very offensive right now. He doesn't have a trinket. He could easily get swapped to in the next Hodge. He's got to be careful. He's in stealth right now, trying to find a new target here. I think it's just going to be Vele once again. Waz still in stealth. Full blind onto Miley. Garrote onto Vele. Miley's trying to sit through this. It might end up being a pretty greedy play here as the kidney comes onto Vele. Deep freeze onto Talby. Baba goes for the full poly. It's going to land. Vele taking quite a bit of damage. They're trying to set up onto Raikou. They're teeing off. Talby has no trinket. They got to keep the CC rolling, though. Horrify onto Raikou. The silence onto Talby. He's going to be able to line of sight in bear form. Hodge onto Waz for cross CC, but they didn't CC chain Talby well enough to really push him over the edge. And now Vele on the back foot at 30%. Miley has to bubble to keep him going. Ironbark thrown onto Raikou to keep him offensive as well. He did pick up the Shadow Say. He's going to be taking 5% more damage, but with no CC onto Talby, he should be able to heal through it just fine.
Yeah, he's going to be okay for now, but this setup from both of these teams are so good. The Polymorph goes out onto Waz. Talbitu not in any CC. There's the full fear. They're going to set up onto Raikou right here, right now. I can feel it. The ring tries to go out. There's the Horrify onto Raikou, but Talby's not in any CC. Raikou could be completely fine through this. I mean, he doesn't have Ironbark or anything available to him, but he does have Nature Swiftness, but he doesn't even need it quite yet. The Deep Freeze onto Miley B-Fan into that Polymorph, and Babu Mage might be in a little bit of trouble going against this RMD. Waz now cloaking to get offensive. There's the kidney shot onto Vele, but he's just going to trinket it instantly. There's the Frost Jaw onto Miley B-Fan, the full poly onto Babu Mage. They got the cross CC. There's the kidney shot onto Vele. Miley's not in any CC, but he's having trouble healing through all this damage. The Cyclone onto Miley, and the Cyclone, oh, Vele could just go down right here, right now. He's trying to get away. He's trying to get back in the line of sight of Miley B-Fan. Miley B-Fan having a lot of hard times trying to heal through all this. This is killing spree onto Vele. On top of it, Miley in that Polymorph, and that's going to be the Disperse into another Polymorph. This Disperse is going to come down right here. There's the kidney shot onto Vele. Vele could just go down, but the offensive Cyclone keeping Vele at low health.
Yeah, Miley gets deep now. Poly onto Waz, though. Vele desperately trying to stay alive. Horrifies Raikou. DR bash onto Miley. He throws the Shadow Fiend. He gets bopped at 1%. Throws the silence out as well. Gets dispelled, though. 11% HP remaining. Raikou's just not getting the bop off. Waz gets feared. He's going to trinket out of that. And somehow, some way, Vele is going to live through this aggression. And now they're going to try and set it up onto Raikou once again. But no, the full kidney comes out. Another full polymorph. A clone onto Bobo. He's going to block it to try and save his friend. But this CC is relentless. 2.5 men pulling it out 2-0.
2-0, but man, that was a fantastic series.